Hello, I am Dr. Ravikant Gupta, Associate Professor, Faculty of Judicial Science, Rama University, Kanpur. Today, we are going to discuss about the fundamental rights. This topic is very important topic. This topic is not only important for the law student, but also it is important for a citizen, for a person due to knowledge. So, before going to discuss about the fundamental rights, we want to go discuss about the human rights. Human rights as the name mention, human rights means being a human, those rights has been given to the person is known as human rights. About the human rights, it has been also said that these rights are basic rights and also said that these rights are birthrights. According some philosophers as Rousseau and political thinkers, that there are some rights as right to worth, right to life, or right to property, right to liberties. These are basic rights. Every human being has these rights. No one can insist from these rights to any person. These rights are known as human rights. In historical background, if we go about the human rights, in 1948, UDHR, Universal Declaration on Human Rights, by the United Nations. So, under UDHR, some rights has been explained. These rights are civil and political rights, economic, social and cultural rights. So, in under the Constitution of India, these rights have been inserted in part 3rd. These rights have been included in part 3rd of the Constitution of India, which has been known as fundamental rights. So, before going to discuss about the fundamental rights, most of civil and political rights of UDHR is known as the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights in part 3rd included at the commencement of the Constitution. These rights are 7 types of the rights, but after the 44th Constitutional Amendment, (1978), right to property is not fundamental rights, means right to property is deleted from part 3rd. So, right to property is now, after the 44th Constitutional Amendment, is a constitutional right under Article 300 A. So we discuss what is the fundamental rights, how many fundamental rights has been explained under the part 3rd. These are in commencement of the Constitution 7. Now present time there are 6 fundamental rights. Fundamental rights: right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to religion, and cultural and educational rights. And last is constitutional remedies. Under the Constitution, in part 3rd, from Article 12 to 35, these rights has been explained. So, right to equality from Article 14 to 18, right to freedom, Article 19 to 22, right against exploitation, Article 23, 24, and right to religion, Article 25 to 28, and right to culture and educational rights. These rights are also known as the minority rights. Article 29 to 30, and constitutional remedies, Article 32. So these rights under the part 3rd as known as fundamental rights. Before going to discuss about particular every rights, because later we discuss in a next lecture every right, but today we are discussing about the brief of fundamental rights. So fundamental rights in part 3rd is a basic rights, because those human rights has been guaranteed by the Constitution and by the court. So these rights are known as fundamental rights. Now these fundamental rights are absolute right? No. Under the Constitution of India, fundamental rights are not absolute right, because there are some limitation has been imposed by the Constitution on these fundamental rights, which has been explained particular in articles. For example, under Article 19, right to freedom. There are 6 types from 191A to 191G. Although before the 44th constitutional amendment, there were 7 rights in Article 19, but right to acquire the property, which has been deleted from this article, and present time there are 6 freedoms under Article 19(1). So we are discuss about the limitation, which freedoms has been explained under Article 19(1). They are limited. The limitation has been imposed from Article 19 clause 2 to 19 clause 6. So limitation means due to this reason these rights can be curtailed. So fundamental rights are not absolute rights. Now the question is arise, most of the people are saying that fundamental rights are negative rights. Negative rights means that these rights are mostly against the state and prohibit to the state to do something against this. If any law made by the parliament to violate the fundamental rights, under Article 13, court has right to declare such law as void. So these rights are mostly against the state and prohibit to state to do something against the fundamental rights. So these rights are known as the negative rights. Now there are some restrictions as well as I have discussed Article 19, Article 25, except that these rights are not only these rights are for person and citizens. Some rights has been given by the Constitution to the person, and some rights has been given to only to the citizens. For example, Article 15, Article 16, Article 19, these rights has been given only to the citizen. Some rights are given to the person also, as right to equality under Article 14, Article 21, right to life. These rights has been given to the person. Now we discuss about the fundamental rights, suspension of fundamental rights. Suspension of fundamental rights means when fundamental rights can be suspended. Due to when the emergency is in force under Article 352, the provision under Article 358 provided that the provision of Article 19 shall be suspended automatically. Means there is no necessary any declaration to suspension of Article 19 fundamental rights, and Article 359 of the Constitution of India also empower to the President that President declares the other fundamental rights may be suspended. But after the 44th constitutional amendment, it is provided that Article 20 and Article 21 cannot be suspended in any conditions. Means Article 20 and Article 21 cannot be suspended. So, all fundamental rights except Article 20 and Article 21 can be, except Article 20 and 21, all fundamental rights can be suspended. So, these are the suspension of the fundamental rights. Now, the question is arise, can Parliament amend the fundamental rights? This is very important question, because in democratic country, under the constitution, the powers of the legislature, powers of the judiciary and powers of the executive has been explained and divided. They are free to each other. So, legislature make the law. So, the question is, can Parliament amend the fundamental rights? This question was arised before the Supreme Court in the case of Golaknath versus in the case of Golaknath in 1967. So, Honorable Supreme Court declared that Parliament cannot amend in all part of the Constitution of India, means in part 3rd, Parliament cannot amend. So, it is very important question, case in which Parliament's powers curtailed by the court. So, this judgment of the Supreme Court, due to this judgment of the Supreme Court, Parliament make a 24th constitutional amendment in 1971 and 25th constitutional amendment 1971. These two amendments is very important. By these amendments, Parliament give more effect to the directive principles of state policy on the fundamental rights, and also by the 25th constitutional amendment, Parliament curtail the judicial review power of the judiciary. So, it has been challenged before the Supreme Court. Now, in the case of Keshwanand Bharati versus State of Kerala, Honorable Supreme Court declared that Parliament has power to amend any part of the Constitution, but he has no right to destroy the basic structure of the Constitution. So, in this case, Keshwanand Bharati case is a very important judgment in constitutional history, because largest bench of 13 judges by the 7:6 ratio, this judgment has been delivered by the Supreme Court. So, judiciary intellectually imposed the limitation on the Parliament that you can amend Of course, you can amend in any part of the Constitution of India, but you have no right to destroy the basic structure. You have no right any change in the basic structure. So, what will be the basic structure? Court says it will be declared time to time by the court. So, in future, there are so many provisions has been declared as a basic structure of the Constitution. Judicial review also declared as the basic structure of the Constitution, and by 25th Amendment, if the judicial review power has been curtailed by the Parliament, so these amendment has not been accepted. Means these amendment is declared by void by the Supreme Courts. So these are the brief about the fundamental rights. Okay, thank you.